Hello and welcome to Lab Safety at Miracosta High School. Now I know a lot of you prospective lab scientists are very excited to get in the lab, but first things first, we have to go over the do's and do nots of lab safety. Now to start things off, let's get one thing clear. Safety is our number one priority. Everything we learn today will help to keep us safe. Now the first step to being a good lab scientist is reading and thoroughly understanding the lab. You never want to go into a lab without thoroughly understanding what you're doing. Another crucial aspect of laboratory safety is never being afraid to ask questions. Remember, there are no dumb questions in the lab. Make sure you're always following all safety rules. Double and triple check just to make sure you are doing everything correctly. This one's important for you jokesters out there. No horseplay in the lab. Playing tricks or messing with your friends can be fun, but it can be very dangerous in the lab. You should also know where all safety equipment is at all times. You should learn the location and proper use of the eye wash fountain, the safety shower, the fire extinguisher, the fire alarm box, evacuation routes, a cleanup brush and dustpan, and the broken glass container. You should also understand the dangers of each chemical you use. Here at Miracosta High School, we are very privileged to be able to use some pretty dangerous chemicals, so it is very important to know what you're dealing with. Always make sure you are wearing laboratory appropriate clothing. While the gloves and the lab coat are sometimes optional, goggles and closed-toe shoes are not. Finally, always make sure to clean up your laboratory station. And you have any questions or concerns about where to dispose of chemicals, be sure to contact your instructor. Okay, now that we've gone over the safety portion of the Miracosta lab, we will go over the lab tools. Starting off, this here is a microscope. A microscope is an instrument used to see objects that are too small to be seen by the naked eye. Here we have the Erlenmeyer flask, rubber stoppers, and a Florence flask. The flasks are used to maintain aqueous solutions, while the rubber stoppers are used to seal the openings of test tubes, flasks, and other laboratory glassware. Over here, we have the test tube brush, the test tube, and the test tube rack. Test tubes are primarily used to help facilitate chemical reactions. Next, we have the ring clamp, the test tube holder, the test tube clamp, the ring stand, and the Bunsen burner. All of these are used to hold or clamp laboratory glassware and other equipment in place, as to help expedite a chemical reaction. Next, we have a pipette, a graduated cylinder, a funnel, and a stirring rod. The pipette is used to add individual drops to solutions. The graduated cylinder is used to accurately measure out substances. The funnel is used to accurately transport a liquid from one container to another, and the stirring rod is used to help speed up chemical reactions. A beaker is used to contain substances, while the thermometer is used to measure and take temperatures. The triple beam balance is used to weigh, and safety goggles, they should be used at all times. So, what did we learn today? Number 1, always read the lab. It's very important to know what you're doing, especially in a laboratory environment. Number 2, always ask questions. Remember, there are no dumb questions in the lab. Number 3, follow instructions. Always, always, always listen to your teachers. Number 4, no horsing around. You know who I'm talking to. Number 5, know where the safety equipment is. If you don't, ask your teacher, and he or she will let you know where it is. Number 6, understand the dangers of each chemical you use. Your teacher will most likely let you know if you're dealing with something dangerous, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Number 7, wear appropriate lab attire. Closed-toe shoes and goggles. Always remember. And finally, number 8, clean up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you learned how to stay safe in the lab.